All righty. Our first guest is part of entertainment history. She's won a Tony Award for her work on Broadway and 2 Emmys for The Golden Girls, and the other for her incredible role as the fabulous Maude. Take a look. Please welcome BEA ARTHUR.
I'm terrific. I mean, who wouldn't be?
I'm so happy that you showed up after I accosted you.
I can't believe we finally got together.
I know. We were at Forbidden Broadway, and I accosted you and begged you to come on the show.
Yes.
And you did. Thank you.
Yes.
Because you never know if people will be frightened or somehow appreciative of my enthusiasm.
No, I know. It was very, very enthusiastic.
Yeah.
I mean, you were, and your brother.
Danny.
Do they know what transpired that fateful night?
I didn't tell them, no.
No, what had happened, I'd been, well, I'm a fan of Forbidden Broadway. I was there for the second time in a couple of weeks. And we saw the show, and it was wonderful. I was sitting there with a couple of friends. And then the show was over, and Rosie, who, had been at the next table or 2 tables away.
Watching you the whole show.
And her, I didn't realize
I
that.
was.
And her brother came over, stood next to my table, and sang the entire Maude theme.
In harmony.
Yeah, but your brother just came in for the, oh, yeah.
Yeah, he came in for the, oh, yeah.
You know, this is interesting because I was at a place last night down in the village called the Universal Grill.
I know it.
Have you ever heard?
It's nice.
Well, you know what they do? It's a wild, crazy place, kind of wonderful, where when people celebrate a birthday there, they don't sing happy birthday to you. They all get up and they sing the Maude theme.
Exactly. And not a lot of people know that ending part.
I know. Would you like to hear
No,
Rosie?
please, BEA. I couldn't.
I'll come in for the oh yeah.
You will? If you do the oh yeahs, I'll do it.
I'll do the oh yeah.
All right, hit it, John. 2, 3, 4. Lady Godiva was a freedom rider. She didn't care if the whole world looked. Joan of Arc with the Lord to guide her. She was a sister who really cooked. Isadora was the first bra burner. Aren't you glad she showed up?
Oh, yeah.
And when the country was falling apart, Betsy Ross got it all sold up. And then there's Maude. Then there's Maude.
And then there's Maude.
And then there's Maude.
And then there's Maude.
And then there's right uncompromising, enterprising, anything but tranquilizing, right on Maude.
Oh, God.
Who would have thought?
It was wonderful.
Growing up that I would ever get to sing it to your face. You know,
I was thinking about this, Rosie, because, you know, when we started, Maude was in 1972.
Yes.
How old were you?
9.
You
10.
really were?
I was born in '62. I was 10.
So you do remember it.
I totally. I remember the first episode of All in the Family.
Oh, my God.
That was the pilot episode.
Oh, my God.
That they spun off.
Yes.
You know what, BEA?
What?
We have it here. I thought you might like to see it.
Oh, my God.
Take a look.
With the hair and the
hair
bosom
and the things. Go. And so you are. Now, the history goes, I'm not sure that it's true. You did that one episode, and CBS said, give her own series.
Yes.
One episode.
Yeah, but they also said, where has that girl been?
Yeah.
You know, after many, many years on Broadway, off Broadway, off.
But Norman Lear was a friend of yours, and he coaxed you to come out to L.A. to do one episode.
Yes.
Did you have any idea that they were going to offer you this?
Oh, no. I mean, all I was worried about was that it would be good, the one segment.
Right.
And Norman promised me that if it wasn't, he'd get somebody else to do it.
I'm glad he
So
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Now, Maude, how long did it run?
I stayed with it for 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah. They wanted to go on. I believe, I've forgotten whether I became a congresswoman or something in Washington. And they wanted to, you know, it was at the height of the women's movement.
Right.
And then they wanted to continue with Maude in Washington with a different cast. But I figured, you know, she'd still be the same Maude, and I decided it was enough. 6 years is enough.
And it was sort of instantly, hugely successful. Was it hard to adjust to that kind of fame, like overnight?
Yes, because it's totally different being, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Very, very much. No, you know, you can spend years and very successfully on the stage, but once you hit television, it's like, I mean, people who never even knew you feel that you're a member of the family. Right. And it was pretty rough at first. I mean, because I wasn't used to that kind of adulation or whatever. You know, I remember taking my kids to Disneyland, and I thought, oh God, how am I going to do this so no one will recognize me? And I put on a raincoat and put the collar up, and I had big dark glasses, and I wore a scarf around my hair, and, you know, standing in line in that heat for hours waiting, and I mean, nobody paid any attention to me, except they all looked at me, you know, who's that crazy lady who's sweating so hard? But no, and you know, after that, you sort of realize they really feel you're a member of the family, and they love you, and if they come up to you, it's only because they want to say thank you, and I love you, you know.
How much they appreciate you.
Yes.
Now, you did, of course, Maine with Angela Lansbury here.
Yes.
And you guys have remained really good friends.
Oh,
Is that true?
Very
yes.
close.
Isn't that lovely?
Yes.
You're a big supporter of the theater, I know.
Yes.
Have you seen any of the new musicals this year?
I've seen The Life, Steel Pier.
Titanic, have you seen?
No, I haven't. I know you like that very much. I tell you, and I saw the Little Foxes.
Stockard was
great. I saw
great.
last night
At Ballyhoo.
And I saw How I Learned to Drive. And I really am tired now. I want a couple of theater-free days, you know.
But it's exciting, isn't it?
Oh, it's very exciting.
Is that your first love, theater?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Except that, you know, doing both TV shows that I did was like doing theater because we did it in front of an audience, you know. Oh, I must tell you, I just did a very fun thing this week. First of all, I just came to New York to see friends and shows. Didn't plan on working, but I did, along with a couple of other people, I'll tell you who they are, a recording of a children's book for the Children's Book of the Month Club.
Wow.
For the proceeds to go to a foster children's charity in L.A. And Paula Poundstone is producing it. And it's called A Mother for Choco. And I recorded part of it, and Mary Tyler Moore and Lily Tomlin and Ed Asner and Kathy Najimy.
Very funny from Sister Act.
Yes.
Paula Poundstone, isn't she great?
Oh, yes.
And she's a foster mom herself, as you know. Yes. Yeah, she's going to be next year a correspondent for us on the show. She's going to be on once a month.
Oh,
she's going to go all over the country at like chili festivals and to the mall, what she's great at, talking to people, and she's going to be...
Chili festivals.
Can you imagine her at a chili cook-off?
Yeah.
That is funny comedy right there.
I know.
Well, when that comes out, you send us a copy and we'll hold it up and tell everyone where to get it.
Oh, yes, of course.
Can I say, BEA ARTHUR? It's one of the thrills of my life getting to meet you, and you and I really...
And may I tell you that it's a joy to be here?
Oh, that's
I
very
usually
sweet.
don't do these things.
But I so appreciate that you did, and I'm very touched by it. Thank you so much. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with George Wallace after this. Still ahead, Chip's Eric Estrada.